Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Emily's Upcycled Home. I hope you guys had an amazing Thanksgiving weekend. And you can shop my items on Facebook Marketplace, follow my business page also on Facebook, like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget that notification bell for more DIY videos. On today's video, we're going to come in with some Fusion cast iron paint and some Dixie Belle gold gilding wax. Jumping into project number 1, I have this frame and I am decorating for my home, and I'm going to just add in this hard piece of cardboard here that I have in my stash. I'm going to cut it to size, and I want this removable because when Christmas is done, I want to just come back to my original frame here. And I'm going to go ahead and measure that in. Now this was just like an old vintage frame that I painted white and distressed. Now first I'm going to come in with some vintage music sheets and cover up that cardboard with that for our backing. And I just took my hand and rubbed on the edges just to give it a seam so that I can follow and cut out the piece. And now I'm just coming in with some tape roll, and I did get that on Temu. And I'm just going to go ahead and add back in that piece. Now I'm going to come in with the IOD transfers here. I think this is from the Very Merry Christmas transfer. And I'm just going to pick out one of these little Christmas trees here that I like to place into the center. I'm going to rub that transfer in, pull off the backing. And then I decide to come in with Distress ink in the color Vintage Photo and age up the piece. Now I have pops of red throughout my home here for my Christmas decor, so I'm just going to come in and add this little bow, and I'm going to come in with some of that tape because I want this to be removable. Eventually it fell off, so I came back in with just another little piece of tape and added it to the center, and you'll see that in the end the position of the bow does change. But this is the finished project for this piece, and I'll show you that staged in my home. For project number 2, I found this little black container here that I had in my stash. Probably had some white floral in there, but I'm going to come in with that cast iron and kind of warm up a little bit that black. So you notice the cast iron is a little bit softer tone, has a hint of gray to it. So I come in, and I originally thought I was going to come in with some moldings, you guys, but didn't have any paper clay to use, so that scratched that idea. And then I just came in with the gold gilding wax, and I was using the little brush, but then I decided to come in a little heavier and twirl on that gold gilding wax and give it a little bit of a texture, a little bit of a design. And you see, you don't need a lot of the wax. This little container is going to last me a while, and it's going to go a long way. And that is the Dixie Belle gold gilding wax. And you can shop those products that I use with Julie, and I'll have that link in the description. And now I'm coming in with this piece from the Candy Cane Cottage IOD transfer pack. And I'm just going to go ahead and randomly cut out pieces and kind of just decorate the outside of this container. Not all the way around. That way, if I want to, I can just turn the piece over when Christmas is done and still use this piece in other home decor. And I'm just coming in with my tool here, rubbing on that transfer and piecing it together how I think I want it. And I'm going to come in with another piece of this transfer, and I'm going to repeat that process. Now, a lot of the times I don't use the transfers as they're intended. Sometimes I do, but I like to come out and piece together things, think a little bit outside the box and create my own thing from the transfers. And coming back in with another piece, going in from the bottom up, coming in with my tool and applying that transfer onto our piece, and once again pulling back the backing. Now I was a little bit too eager here to pull that off, and it wasn't it was not all the way on there. I do not seal this piece. I just leave it as is because it's in my home and I don't think it needed to be sealed. And just in case I want to change it and take those off, like it's easier for me to just try to do that and sand those pieces off. Now I come in with another little piece of a tree that I had from taking apart another tree, and I'm just gonna go ahead and place that in some paper, wrap the base, and then I'm gonna go ahead and surround that with some moss, making sure that I'm tucking in that paper. And then on the top I'll go ahead and add a little bit more moss, and then I come in with a little red ribbon and tie that around the base of the tree, because like I said, I'm having little pops of red here and there. And my Christmas decor this year is more like a dark and moody kind of thing here. I don't know what style it is. I'm just going with what I feel for this year, and this is what I feel. So I hope you guys like it. It's not original bright colors and everything like that, but I'm all have a little bit of romantic elements in there because that's who I am. Now, I'm not really into too much things that say Christmas, more like a winterscape here. Moving on to project number 3. So I have these little mini frames here that I believe I probably got off of Temu, not sure. And I'm going to come in with that same black cast iron fusion paint, and I'm going to paint all 4 of these little pieces. And I'm just making some ornaments just to hang off things or hang off my tree wherever they end up. And I came in with some fab tack glue and a little bit of lace and add that to the backing of my little ornament here. Now these are like a thick plastic piece, like with a little bit of a vintage feel to them. So I'm coming in with some lace just to like add a little softness to that actually. And a little bit of elegance, and I think that's what the lace is doing for me. And then I'm going to come in and add my little elements here. I add my little red ribbon, and then I come in here with some baby's breath, some, what is that, pampas grass. It has a little bit of shimmer to it, and a button, and I go ahead and add all those elements and decorate all 4 of those pieces just to give it a little something extra. And of course, the other thing I thought is like to print out little pictures of my kids, maybe when they were younger, and put those in there, like their little baby pictures or something like that, and add those to the back. Now you can do anything you want with little frames, and I was going to come in and make some more frames out of some clay, but like I said earlier, I could not find my paper clay, so I probably ran out and need to buy some more. So here they are with just the lace, and here is where I come in with the little pampas grass here. And I add that to all 4. And I'm just using the fabric tack glue as well, just to glue these pieces on, because I couldn't find my cord to my glue gun. And let me know, raise your hand if you guys tend to put things away and can't remember where you put them, even though you're a little bit more organized when you clean up. Right? Raise your hand, because mine's up for sure. So I'm going to come in here now with some of this little baby's breath. And both the pampas grass stem and the baby's breath are from Hobby Lobby. And the little buttons that I'm going to come in, I got from a whatnot sale with Upcycled by Bree. And I'm just going to come in with some like just some regular little like off-white buttons and just add those on there. Now you can add whatever you want to your frames. Be creative, express yourself in your art. And with you know, everybody's Christmas decor or winter decor is a little bit different. So go with your own style here. Now, that Fabri-Tac glue I use a lot for my junk journaling, and you can get that on Amazon. And here I come in now with that bag of buttons, and we're just going to use that same glue and attach them. And here they are. Aren't they cute? Let me know what you think in the comments. Moving on to project number 4. I saved some time here, and I went ahead and came in with that same fusion paint on these little wood clothespins. I got these off of Amazon, and I'm coming in and I'm going to make little angels, still with that same pampas grass, kind of a little bit of a rustic primitive look here, I guess you would call it. And I'm just going to clip off the ends, and I'm going to use those little pieces as their wings. I'm going to come in with the ribbon once again, and I did add a halo using the wire from like floral wire. And then this simple little project with the clothespin is complete. And here are the finished products.